Hey everybody, what's up? I am here once again to give a book review, and as always, your presence is appreciated. So, I am going to review the book called The Woman Outside My Door by Rachel Ryan. And here is the cover of that book. Okay, y'all, let's get into this book review because I absolutely love this book. So, this is about a family that has just lost the matriarch, Georgina's mother. So, this would be Cody's maternal grandmother that has died. So, after the death of the grandmother, Cody has begun to speak of a new granny, which rings alarm bells for Georgina. But her husband, Bryn, believes it's just a coping mechanism Cody is using to deal with his grandmother's death. Georgina is taking this very seriously. And knows that something isn't right. And her mama bear protect your cub instincts are on high alert. While Bryn attempts to explain everything away as if it's nothing to be worried about, and Georgina is just overreacting and trying to really just minimize the situation. As the story unfolds, it will definitely keep you guessing as to who this new granny could possibly be. Okay, Georgina is suspicious of everyone. Okay, everyone. And Cody's story, when asked about this new granny, isn't quite adding up. And Georgina knows Cody is lying when asked questions about this new granny. And so she starts to investigate the situation. And it's to the point that it is feared she may be losing her grip on reality. I mean, Georgina went hard for her baby. She was not playing. In the midst of this hunt to reveal who this new granny is, Georgina stumbles onto the full extent of Bryn's betrayal. Oh yeah. So, Bryn, at one point in time, just said, oh, it was just a kiss with this woman. But during Georgina's investigation about new granny, she stumbles upon a trinket which she did not know belonged to the side piece. And when she showed her husband this necklace, then he had to come out with the truth about what really happened between him and old girl. So not only does Georgina have to deal with the death of her mother, she has to deal with this new granny situation, and on top of that, she finds out her husband has been dipping his paw in another hole. Oh yeah. So, this has put a strain on their marriage. For sure. So, Bryn pretty much confesses that he previously did not tell the whole truth about his situation with this other woman. So this story really tells about how Georgina is intent on finding the truth about this new granny, and how Bryn's betrayal puts a kink in their relationship. And Bryn, I will say Bryn definitely needs a beatdown for more than one reason. I mean, I'll let you read the book to figure that one out. But he definitely needs a dose of some get right in more than one area. So I will tell you that this story will have you turning the pages, okay? Because you want to find out who this new granny is. Like, where she come from and what does she want? Is it the old lady across the street? Is it Cody's imagination running wild? Is it the older man next door involved? Is it Bryn's booty call? Is it some neighborhood weirdo prying on children? Or is Georgina really losing her marbles? You're going to have to find that one out. I will say Cody makes you want to shake him because of how he continued to not be forthcoming even when he saw that Georgina was unraveling with fear. He was just, I mean, either, I don't know, you know how kids can be sometimes. You know, they don't always tell the truth. But if you saw that your parent was really scared for you and kind of unraveling, I think at some point you'd be like, okay, I need to tell you the truth. Not so much with Cody, which makes you want to pop him one. But so needless to say, I was a little annoyed with Cody. I could totally relate to the fear and concern Georgina had, and the length she went to for her child was some true heroics. Mama Bear don't play. She didn't play about hers, and she wanted to get to the bottom of this. I was disgusted with Bryn, the husband, for more than one reason. And not only did he cheat, but he had this seemingly lack of concern. Like, no big deal that, you know, our kid is talking about this new granny, some of the events that took place. And he was just like, well, you know. And I was just like, seriously, dude? This is your kid, and this is the attitude you have about this? So he just didn't seem to believe that there was any severity to the matter, even though at one point it was blaring him in the face, and his lack of action, it just made me want to throw the whole man away. Just throw the whole man away. So yeah, it just made him look like wimpy dad. Like, what are you even here for? Like, come on. There is a family secret, okay, that will shock you. It's gonna shock you, and it may bring up several questions. And I would be interested in your comments about how this story unravels and the conclusion. I really want to know what y'all think. Okay, so The story did touch on mental instability and how events in one's life are not just isolated to that period of time. Those events can bleed throughout the rest of one's life in various ways. This also brings the topic of don't talk or take candy from strangers. You know, stranger danger, that conversation, either they didn't have it with this kid or he forgot about it. But he needs a refresher. Stranger danger. And it also brings up, or could bring up, a conversation about community safety. No place on this earth is above incidents of crime or tragedy. Like, it doesn't matter where you live. I mean, you can live in the perceived best neighborhood with all the great perks, or you can live in the not so great areas, and tragedy will still strike. So it doesn't have a zip code that it only happens in. So that could spark up some conversation about, community and what is perceived as a untouchable place versus, where mayhem is the norm. And how just because you might live in one of those perceived safe and great communities, you still need to be cautious and aware of your surroundings and the people that will be around you and your children. I truly enjoyed this suspenseful story and highly recommend it as a good read. It was a mystery book that I couldn't put down. It had me wondering who this new granny is. And you think you might know in one chapter, and then the next chapter is like, okay, maybe not. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. Let's keep reading. And then you want to think, okay, was the mom really just crazy? Is she really cracking? Or is this really, something legitimate? So it will keep you hopping from question to question, is it? Is it not? Really? Oh my. Okay. But I will say the reveal was what? Did not see that coming at all. And how the story ended was whoa. Okay. Yeah. So, I actually think this would be a great movie. If they turn this into a movie and kept it, majority of it, like the book, I'd definitely watch it. I'd watch it. So, of course, as you can see with my excitement with this book, I gave it a 5 out of 5. Okay, so I'm telling you, go pick it up and read it. If you have read it, let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. As always, subscribe, click like, click share. And until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.